So okay guys, I'll go and share my screen. One second. Uh, where we are. So yep, one second. I'll just share my screen. Okay, so the here is the RMAD tool. So what is this tool is going to do is like you have this is a backup for whenever you have any objects from your Active Directory getting deleted or any attributes that you're actually updating it in an incorrect way. So this tool comes from the house of Quest, formerly known as Dell. So what this tool does is it has its own incremental backup plans. Okay, so or I would say rather it has its own backup files, and those backup files are taken hourly basis or maybe how you schedule it at the PDC collection level. How do you exactly schedule those backups, and how do you want to make sure that your backup is getting updated for every 1 hour or for 4 hours or for one day. So you need to schedule that. Having said that, you need to have a database that is 2012 or 16 or 2019 SQL Server. So to go ahead and install this RMAD on your domain member server, so I would highly discourage to install this on any domain controllers, be it on a global catalog or be it on any of the read-only domain controllers. So it's better you pick one member server and install this RMAD into the member server, and you can then perform the whatever recovery tasks that you have, for a deletion of an account, or you would like to retrieve back any attribute or something. Okay, so let's get started. I would just quickly walk you through what are the components of RMAD. Okay, just give me a second, I'll do that. I hope you guys see my screen, and I'm also sharing this right now. So I think you should be able to see my screen. I'll just show you. This is live, so I think probably it gets also recorded. So you guys can always take it from here, and you guys always can take the notes from this link. I'll share the link once I am sending you the email. Okay, so uh, let's get started. Okay, let's get started. One second. So yeah, so recovery manager for Active Directory has some major components. Okay, so the first component will come as the replication. Okay, so these are the things that you need to set it up before you can use the RMAD at your end. Okay, so these are the critical settings that you need to do on your domain controller. So I would highly recommend that you get in touch with your infra team before you deploy this tool, and it's always better you have a better handshake with your infra team before you're getting into the installation and pushing the backup files into the backup servers and everything. So it's better you have your internal meeting with the infra team before you set up this. So getting into the replication, so you have remote consoles. Okay, so remote consoles are something that I have not yet installed here because I'm only having one server right now, which is a primary domain controller PDC with a global back catalog. Okay, yeah. and there is another concept which is called backup agent management. So how this backup agent management works is it's very simple. Like we have three you build three backup servers. Okay, let it be let's say you have Windows Server 2016, three Windows Server 2016 servers, and you have made them as a backup server. So what happens is you need to install the RMAD backup agent on those three servers. Okay, so once you install the agent on those three servers, so those three servers would be showing up on this console, the backup agent management console, which you see here. Right now, it says there are no item to show in this view, but yes, having said that, when you install it, you will be getting the option to manage the agent or the backup server from the console itself. Okay, you don't need to log in remotely and do all that stuff. So yes. So second and the third option would be your PDC collection. So this is nothing but, for example, if your infrastructure is having like a 14 or like 100 or more domain controllers. Okay, so how would you actually plan to collect the data from your PDCs? Okay, that is the primary domain controllers. So it will show up here. It will show up, the list will, if you have a lot of servers which are in your infrastructure, you will all the servers will be listed here with the type of a domain controller. If you see on the screen, it says the server name, the location, type, and the result. Okay, so what is that? I will explain you in a minute, but concentrate on the third column which says type. So type is nothing but what type of server it is. Like it is a domain controller. Okay. So that means that it actively acts as a DC domain controller for authentication services and for any other AD replication services, for any AD authentication, AD replications, anything, be it any domain services. So that is the domain controller, right? So this is I have only one in my environment. Okay, so this is the server which you see on the screen is just one server that I have made as a PDC for this demo. But what will happen is in real time or in actual infra, you will have a lot of servers. Like it would be showing like 100 or more than 100. Okay, so you need to select from which servers actually you need the backup from. You cannot select all the 114 or 120 servers and ask the RMAD to collect the backup from them. No, so you need to actually pick a few servers. Okay, and make sure that that server is back that's from that server the backup is going and getting feeded into our backup server. Okay, so how would you actually generate the backup is it's very simple. Okay, so on the PDC collection, what you need to do is you need to right click and you need to create backup. So if you see here, the result is working. So the backup is happening here right now. So it is the entire Active Directory is getting backed up. So until this is the domain controller or the PDC is getting backed up, I'll show you how the backup files looks. So here at the end, you will these two we don't need it. It is a Active Directory. It is just you can browse the Active Directory. It is very replica of what we have in our DSA.msc. Okay, so it is just the replica. So you can just browse through the objects. So sessions, yes. Having said that, if you create any session on RMAD, it will be showing up here. Okay, so these are the sessions. So it is created, if you see on the screen right now. So it says the result is success. So I should get a timestamp from for the backup for today. That is 414. Okay. So let's see the Active Directory backup files. So these are the backup files that we have as of now. Okay. So the latest backup which has been taken is 18. Okay. That is 4:14 85 AM. So that is just right now. Okay. So this is what I created the backup. uh, in the same way, I have not scheduled the backup because this is just a demo. Okay. But in real time you need to schedule this backup like on a specific time where it can go and it can take the backup and create this backup file and keep it here for the future use. So this is something like a working of RMAD, like technically on behind the scenes how RMAD works and how it actually collects the backup for a recovery management. Okay. So now let's get jump into the part which many people want to see. Okay. So that is the first thing is how to restore a deleted object. Okay. So this is a very often question that was asked to me even in my office and even in my working. All my colleagues do ask me that is it there a good way to actually restore the AD objects when it's deleted. So see, actually, if you keep this tool aside, okay, let's say if you just keep the recovery manager for Active Directory aside for a minute, what we only have the PowerShell. Okay. So we have PowerShell, and through PowerShell we can retrieve or we can actually restore the deleted items or the deleted objects. To be precise, I would say deleted objects that would cover AD user objects and AD group objects, and as well as contacts. But why these tools are coming into picture? So the big question is why a lot of companies are preferring to use tools over the what the Microsoft has given, like the PowerShell script to run. It's a one liner, you can just retrieve it. You can also put the SAM accounts, retrieve it. You can retrieve it in an automated way. Everything you can do it. So why we have this tool, and why, what is the difference? Now the classic PowerShell scripts that we have, like AD restore. Okay, so what it does, it we search the account with a flag of included deleted. You all know that. So we give a hyphen included include deleted, and we restore the AD object after that, piping the whole result. Okay. Now in that particular command, you can also feed in the CSVs and you can do a loop. Okay. Now, but you don't know which backup it is going to take. Okay. So that is the one major difference between the RMAT tool and between the PowerShell that you will be running. Okay. So in PowerShell, I have a script. Okay. I have a one liner script that would say, for example, get AD object hyphen filter SAM account name like, and I would give the SAM account name, the network ID or the username, and I will put a switch which is include deleted. Okay. And I will loop the entire query into the AD restore. Okay. So what will happen is, if the object is available, it will get restored back. If not, we'll get a blank output. Okay, so it is very ambiguous kind of situation you will be in if you are not able to restore the object. Okay, you will not know what has happened, why your script has not run, what is going behind the scenes. So because of that, those situations, what is nowadays why companies are actually going for tools like recovery manager for Active Directory, is they want to know the reason. who deleted it first of all. So these tools are actually will give you the reason of who deleted it, what deleted it, when it got deleted, from where it got deleted. Okay, so this RMAT recovery manager for Active Directory, you can also connect to the change auditor. Okay, so change auditor is again another Quest product. Okay, that is the auditing tool for Active Directory, where it will any modifications made on the AD object, you can actually grab that and you can check who is doing what on the AD. Okay, so you can integrate those two. I mean, the RMAD and the change auditor, it can be integrated when the deletion is happening. The audit log has been recorded on the change auditor. When you are actually restoring it, you can restore it with the information who has actually deleted it. Okay, so nowadays companies, organizations, they want everything secured. They want to know why the deletion is happening. Is the deletion legitimate? Is the deletion is going to affect anyone? Is the deletion that happened, is that person who deleted it is a guy who is in the organization, outside the organization? If he is in the organization, how does he, is he in the right team to delete the object? So there are a lot of questions, there are a lot of questions, a lot of security concerns once a AD account is deleted, right? So it can be a single account, it can be multiple accounts that get deleted, and sometimes there are automations running in organizations which can actually delete the objects, modify the objects, do what all what not, with the current automation thing that is going on. So keeping all that in mind, so people are nowadays, or the organization, they are planning to have a tool, this kind of tool like RMAD. You have a lot of tools like RMAD in the market, but I am follower of, I love Quest products, so I am showing you RMAD. Okay, so I'll show you how AD object is now retrieved. Okay, through this tool. This should be a quick one. I will not take much time. So let me just refresh the OU. So this is my lab. Okay, this is my Active Directory. So what I'll do is I will try to delete one account. Okay, so I'll go down. I will select Kamarjeet Singh. Okay, and I will just delete this account. Okay, now Kamarjeet Singh account has been deleted from Active Directory. Okay, now no one has no clue how to retrieve it, or maybe you can do it from PowerShell if you are a expert. Okay, but mostly you need the SAM account name now, which we don't have. I have deleted the account. I have never noted the username. I have not noted this email address. I have not noted anything. Okay, I just went right click, delete the account. So I don't have any information rather other than Karamjeet Singh. Okay, I just have his name. So how would you restore his ID back to normal? Okay, so let's go to RMAD. We'll go to restore AD objects. So here you will get two options. Okay, so the first option would be compare, restore, and report changes in Active Directory, and the second option is compare two backups and report the differences. So what is the difference between these two options? So the first option, compare, restore, and report changes in Active Directory. So this option will actually compare the backups. Okay, so if you have 10 backups, you have 15 backups, you have 16 backups. Okay, whatever backups you have, you select one backup out of it. Okay, you're going to select one backup as per the options that's given to you. That backup file will be loaded. Okay, as per the backup file, your account would be restored. Okay, that is the second step that it is saying, restore. So it will compare the values, it will compare the data against the backup file that you have provided to the tool. Okay, and it is going to restore the data. And at the third step, it is going to report the changes. Okay, it will create a report that would be in a PDF file, in a Word file, or in the CSV, however you want it. You can actually export the report. Okay, the second one is mostly to do some analysis, okay, between the two backups. Okay, so what it does is compare two backups and report the difference. So second option will not serve a purpose as of now. Okay, it has its own importance when you are having a backup one and when you are having backup two. Okay, and you want to know what are the difference between these two backups and what file you need to use. Okay, so the second option is it comes when you are not sure which backup file you want to use. Okay, so in that case, you are going to compare the two backup files and you get the report. And as per the report, you will actually analyze and you will use the latest backup file. Okay. But the second option in our scenario is ruled out. So what we need the first option. We need to compare, we load up the backup file. The AD object is going to be restored as per our backup file, and we'll be getting the report. Okay. So I'll click next. So you need to select the domain. In my case, it is virtualx.com. So you just need to go with whatever domain you are part of in your organization or in your test lab, whatever domain you have created, it will populate that domain in the domain field there. So here is the backup file. Okay, so you need to select the backups. Okay, so which backup file I'll select. Okay, I can select the oldest. Okay, because this is a deletion. This is a deletion. I can select the oldest backup file to make sure I'm at the safe side. I am actually retrieving the object completely. Okay, so I will go back 2 days back. Okay, and I will select this 11 4 11 2020 10:30, or that is 10:29 28 a.m. to be precise. I'll select the last file and I will click next. So it is loading the data, it is loading the backup file. So the backup file is now been loaded into the tool, the which I selected it. And before that, let me just show you. Okay, otherwise you guys think how it is. So I will just say Karam. Okay, so we don't have anyone with Karamjeet or Karam. Nothing is there. Okay, so this guy is not. So once we retrieve it, we'll try to run this again. Okay, the same thing. So I will go to next. So let be the target domain controller the default how it is. Do not touch these settings. Okay. So because this settings comes when you install the RMAD. Okay. So it picks up a target domain controller what you have actually set it up during the installation. Okay. So but anyways, there is an option to browse and you can always change it as per your requirement, but I would suggest not to do anything to this setting. Okay, and always check that option, use agentless method to access domain controller. Okay, because in my scenario I have not installed any agent, as I have showed you in the starting of my walkthrough. There is no agent installation. Okay, so if even in your environment, if you are not doing any agent installation, then it is always recommended to select the first option, use agentless method to access domain controller. I'll click next. Okay, so now this is the place where we need to put the object. Okay, so the object in the question that is deleted. Okay, the deleted object. So I will go and search for Karamjeet Singh. Let me let me see. I'm not able to find him, but let's say, yeah, here is Karamjit Singh, your third one. Okay, that we need to restore. Kamarjit Singh. It's not Karamjit, it is Kamarjit. That's why I was not able to get him. So I will select his account and click OK. Okay, Kamarjit. Let me again put it in this way so that we are in sync. Singh. Singh. eh, Okay. Okay, I'm not able to search. Okay, because he's deleted object. Okay, so we are in the process of retrieving his ID right now. So we'll click next. I've selected Kamarjit Singh. Okay, and I'm clicking on next. What I will do is I will do a compare analysis and restore. Okay. So the comparison has been done. Okay. If you see, the wizard has compared the object. Okay, it's asking us to go ahead. I will proceed to restore the account. I'll click on proceed to restore the account and click next. I will select Kamarjit Singh. So this is deleted objects. Okay. So shows deleted and changed objects. It is highlighting this account here. Okay. So we'll go and click on next. I will select the first option which says restore deleted objects in their original container. That means it will go and go back to its original organizational unit in the AD. Okay, OU. So what do you want to do? Do you want to reset the password for the user? No, I don't want to do anything. I just want to leave the same password unchanged. Okay. I don't want to disable the user account. I just want to, as it is, I'm going to retrieve it back. No changes at all. Okay. So the wizard has restored the object. Okay. So I'll click next. You can view the report. You can click here, view report. It will give you a report. So let the report load. So this is the report. Okay. So you can it's a pretty neat report which says everything. It comes with a timestamp. It comes with the source backup file that it has been used. Okay. So this is very important. Okay. This second option which you see, source backup. Okay. So this is very important when you are trying to actually go through this and people see how it is retrieved and which backup file has been used to retrieve this account. So this is very important. Okay, the backup file. Then you have the target live computer from where it has been restored. How many number of processed objects? We just had one. And what was the operation status? Okay, so it was completed successfully. So here is the account and it says it got undeleted. Okay, it was deleted, but old value was true in the deleted. Now it is a new value is empty. So what it has done, it has restored back the account in the AD. Okay, so I will just close this one
and click next and finish. Okay, so restoration process for restoring this id is completed. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to go back again, search. It was showing no items match the current search, right, when we are trying to search Kamarjeet Singh. So I'll search once again. So it has restored back. You can see the account has come back, it has been restored, and it's in original OU. Okay, I will just show you that as well. So I'll refresh the OU. I should find Kamarjeet Singh at the end. Yeah. So he is here. Okay. So he is in the Mumbai I am Mumbai IMSSC OU. So if you see, the OU is intact. It has not. It has gone to the same OU. The object has been restored in the same OU with all the details unchanged. Okay. So if I go to his member of, he's member of all the groups. Okay, nothing has been damaged or nothing has been removed or added. Okay, so this is very important from the perspective when you are trying to restore. Okay, sometimes what happens, uh, all these groups are gone. So once the AD groups are gone, then it is hard to say which group he was part of and which group he was not part of, unless you have auditing in place. Okay, so if you have a tool like change auditor, or if you have something, some other tool which will say what groups he was part of, then it is easy for you to just add him back. Okay, but here with RMAD, that's not a problem. You can just restore it, and all the groups would be there. Okay, nothing is going to be removed. Okay, so this is this is the first example. So this is the first example of restoring the AD objects. Okay, so the second scenario that I would like to run through is the attributes. Okay, so you know that AD is having like 130 plus attributes in it. Okay, the Active Directory user objects, or the groups, or to be precise, the computer objects. Okay, so when you change the attributes to the incorrect value, and you need to retrieve it back. So for that as well, RMAD is going to help you. Okay, I'll just show you how we can do that. So for that, let's actually go ahead and pick up one account. So let me go to the other OU. Okay, I'll go to Kuldeep Yadav, and I'll try to remove some attributes. Okay, first of all, I'll remove the description. I'll go to organization. I'll remove his title. Okay, just imagine that there has been some issue. There is some issue. Some script has run on this AD object, and it actually messed up his account. Okay, that is what I'm trying to do. I'm actually, the account is live, but it is, I'm messing up because of some reason, like I want to change it back. Okay, so I'm doing it purposely here to make to show you how we can actually correct this. So I'll put some junk value here. Okay, so I'll go to extension attribute 2, and I'll just clear this as well. So employee ID is not there. Okay, so I'll go to the apply. I'll go to the info field. So I'll just change something here, some text for test. Something has happened. Okay, so something has happened. Now next time what will happen, this is not going to affect Kuldeep's work. Okay, so what will happen is, once Kuldeep logs in into the laptop or into the workstation, so what the first thing what he is going to see is major changes. There is manager will not be there. Okay, so any identity application or any CRM application or any ticketing tool or anything that he is linked with, Okay, where he needs his manager approval, that is going to affect because his manager is not there. So who is going to approve his request if it is actually linked with AD? Okay, so who is going to approve because his manager is empty. There is no designation for him here. Okay, even his job title is empty. Okay, so no one knows what he is in the company, and the description what this account is. Okay, so there are the critical ones, I would say, is the manager and the job title. Okay, and the employee ID in the extension attributes. In the attributes, I would say employee ID. The employee ID, there is no employee ID. So the HR source data feed, we will never know if it is getting uh, linked with the AD. It will think that this is some fake account, some incorrect ID. Okay, it will not sync with the HR source. The payrolls may go upside down for this guy. Okay, so I would try to correct this using RMAD. So same, we need to do the same drill. I'll go the first option. I'll pick up this guy, right? Kuldeep Yadav. I'll pick up his ID here. Select the domain. Okay, I will select the oldest one. I will load the backup file. Click next. Click next. Search the user. Yeah, search the user. Kuldeep Yadav. I'm checking his name. Okay. Click next. Compare, analyze, and restore. Okay. Here you can see the attributes that has been changed. I'll show you that. Or probably it is in the next step. One second. So report changes objects. Okay, it will report us. So the wizard has done its work. Okay, so it has found out and done the comparison of both the objects. Okay, backup and the current. Proceed to restore. Okay, now in properties, when you select, okay, you would see the changes. So you see this screen, right? The value in backup file and value in the active directory, the current value of that account. Okay, so what we changed? So we changed the description. I made it blank. So but the backup value is I am software department. Employee ID, I made it junk, but in the backup file it is 213146. Job title, I made it blank. Manager, I cleared it. Extension attribute 2, I cleared it. I made some changes in the notes field. So these are the changes I have made, and that has been caught by the backup file. Okay, so this is what will should be actually replicating back, or should be getting updated. Okay, so I'll click next. I'll select the account. Click next. I will restore the deleted objects. Okay, and here I will, what I'll do is I'll force incremental replication. Okay, because I want my DC to be updated with the current changes. Okay, so this has completed. I'll go back to the account, refresh the OU. Okay, Kuldeep Yadav. See the IMD part, this has come back. Okay, I've got the job title, I've got the manager back, I've got the employee ID back, and I've got the extension attribute 2 back. I've got my notes field back. So this is how you are going to actually restore the attributes as well. So these are two things that you can do with this. Okay, you can restore a AD object Okay, deleted AD object, or if there is a live account on the Active Directory which is modified and you want to revert it back to the old um, timestamp with using a old backup, you can do that and you can make the revert the changes back. Okay, so guys, I hope this helped you with this small walkthrough of RMAD. Okay, if you have any questions, do post it in the comments or do email me. Okay, so I will try to answer your questions. Thank you so much and stay safe. Have a great day. Bye.